"Father, the fire, the wood, it's ready." Isaac's voice trembled in the quiet morning. Abraham's heart ached. Every beat a war between love for his son and faith in God's command. This was no ordinary mountain, no ordinary day. This was Mount Moriah, where obedience and sacrifice would collide in a single, heart-stopping moment. The sky was gray and heavy, clouds choking the sunlight. Dust swirled along the barren path as Abraham and Isaac climbed the rocky slope. The wind carried the faint whisper of despair. Abraham walked ahead, the weight of God's command pressing down on him like a boulder. His hands gripped the knife tightly, knuckles white, as his mind battled the impossible. How can one obey God and betray the child he loved more than life itself? Isaac carried the wood on his shoulder, looking up at his father with trust, unaware of the terrible purpose behind this journey. Every step echoed in the hollow silence of the mountain. At the summit, Abraham set the wood in a neat pile, the jagged rocks around them bathed in an eerie light. The wind howled as if mourning the moment. He bound Isaac's hands, tears streaking down his dust-covered face. "Forgive me, my son," he whispered, his voice barely audible over the wind. Isaac's eyes, wide with innocence, met his father's. He did not resist. He did not cry. There was only trust, a faith even in the shadow of death. Abraham's hand trembled as he lifted the knife. Time slowed. The clouds above thickened, dark and ominous, pressing down on the world. Every heartbeat thundered like a drum in the silent mountain air. The knife hovered over Isaac. Abraham's face contorted in anguish, a storm of love, obedience, and fear. The ground beneath them seemed to hold its breath. And then a rustle of wings, a sudden, bright flash of light. Abraham froze, eyes wide, his heart raced. From the rocks behind, an angel appeared, radiant and commanding. "Do not harm the boy." The angel's voice thundered yet carried mercy. "Now I know you fear God, seeing your heart obey even in the impossible." A ram suddenly appeared, caught in a thicket by its horns. Abraham's knife dropped. The moment that had felt like eternity was broken by divine salvation. Abraham fell to his knees, tears pouring freely, his chest heaving with relief and gratitude. Isaac, unbound, looked at his father, and in that gaze 1,000 unspoken words passed. Love, fear, relief, and awe together. They offered the ram as a sacrifice instead. The mountain seemed to breathe again, the dark clouds splitting to allow a single shaft of light to illuminate father and son. The barren landscape had witnessed both terrible obedience and miraculous mercy. The echo of God's provision lingered in the wind, in the rocks, and in the hearts of the two who had dared to trust. They descended the mountain changed. Abraham's faith was tested and proven. Isaac's life was spared, and the world remembered. Obedience may demand everything, but God's mercy can restore even what seems lost. In the shadow of despair, divine salvation can appear at the very last moment, turning tragedy into a story of hope and faith.